Italy, a European country with a long Mediterranean coast, had a considerable influence on Western culture and cuisine. Its capital, Rome in general terms, can be said that the climate in Italy is Mediterranean and tends to be cool during most of the year. Here are some ideas of tourist attractions you can visit on your vacation in Italy. Rome, a city steeped in history. You can start with the majestic Colosseum, where the roar of ancient Rome is still felt. Stroll through picturesque squares such as Piazza Navona, where Roman life bustles among fountains and sculptures. Venice, the city of canals, is a dream place. Sailing along its picturesque canals is an unforgettable experience, passing under ancient bridges and in front of majestic palaces. Florence. It is a city full of art and history like few others in the world. Touring the Boboli Gardens behind Palazzo Pitti offers panoramic views and a haven of tranquility in the middle of the city. Florentine gastronomy delights with typical dishes such as bistecca alla fiorentina and ribollita soup, while local markets. Milan stands as a vibrant and sophisticated metropolis, crowned as the fashion capital of the world. Naples captivates with its bustling streets, with a tantalizing aroma of authentic Neapolitan pizza mixes with the sound of lively conversations. Portugal is a southern European country on the Iberian Peninsula, bordering Spain. The Portuguese climate is characterized by mild winters and summers, which vary, however, from region to region. Here are some ideas of tourist attractions in Portugal. Lisbon is the capital of Portugal. One of the places that we are recommended to visit is La Torre de Belém, which is one of the most emblematic places in Portugal. This fortification is located on the right bank of the Tagus River, known as the Monument of the Reign of D. Manuel I. Along with the Geronimos Monastery, the Belém Tower was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983 and chosen as one of the 7 wonders of Portugal in 2007. Porto, the second most important city in Portugal, is an urban paradise for those of us who like to explore cities on foot. Starting in the historic district of Ribeira on the banks of the Douro River, you let yourself be carried away by the labyrinth of streets between medieval and modern buildings and crossing the mythical Luís I Bridge towards Vila Nova de Gaia, where the famous sweet port wine is produced. Aveiro is popular for its nearby beaches, a much less touristy and expensive alternative to the more famous Algarve beaches in the south. Lagos is a small, laid-back town at the mouth of the Bensafram River, with a beautifully preserved walled historic center and coastline with stunning rock formations. Japan is an island nation in the Pacific Ocean with dense cities, imperial palaces, mountainous national parks, and thousands of shrines and temples. Japan's climate is cold in the north, where snow and ice dominate in winter, temperate in the central regions, and almost tropical on the small islands. Things to do in Japan. Here are some ideas for your next trip. Mount Fuji, it is the highest mountain in Japan, so high that it can be seen from Tokyo, located about 100 kilometers away. The beauty and towering height of Mount Fuji earned the title of World Cultural Heritage Site by UNESCO in 2013. Memorial Park, Hiroshima, following the world's first nuclear attack, the bombing of Hiroshima in 1945, the city has gone to great lengths to honor the victims of the incident. The area has also become a symbol of lasting peace. The Hiroshima Peace Park is in the center of the site where the explosion occurred. Several monuments and relics serve as reminders of the events of that day. Japanese Alps. The Japanese Alps are one of the many UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Japan. The Alps consist of a chain of mountains generally known as the Hida Mountains or Alps. What do you think of the idea of visiting the most populous city in the world, Tokyo? You will be able to see imposing buildings, its palace, Tokyo subway, the surrounding park, and the famous Higashijouen Garden are impressive to see. In Tokyo, you will feel the unstoppable rhythm of the largest city in the world. To know the essentials, the ideal is to spend several days in the city. Here, everything is combined with the most impressive technology, with the most deep-rooted tradition. Spain, a country in the Iberian Peninsula of Europe, It includes 17 autonomous regions with diverse geographical and cultural characteristics. In Madrid, its capital, you will find the Royal Palace, the climate in Spain. Winters are cool, with average temperatures around 10 degrees Celsius, and summers are mild, with temperatures rarely exceeding 30 degrees. Places you should visit. Madrid not only is it the most visited city in Spain, but also one of the most popular in all of Europe. Quite simply, the city offers several tourist attractions, both heritage and cultural and nightlife. It is in this capital where you'll find some of the most famous museums in the world, as they exhibit works full of stories with authorship by leading painters. Prado Museum, Reina Sofia Museum. Barcelona, its proximity to the Mediterranean Sea provides a city vibe, but quieter. In addition to the fact that the sea is beautiful to contemplate on a bike ride or a walk on the sand. Seville Cathedral is the largest Gothic cathedral in the world, a masterpiece of the 13th century, along with the Real Alcazar, the Plaza de España, located in the famous Maria Luisa Park. The architectural work mixes Baroque, Renaissance, and Moorish styles. Valencia being on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, with excellent beaches and gastronomy, we can understand why Valencia is one of the most visited cities in Spain. The urban beaches of El Cabanile and Malvarosa are easily accessible. Malaga is one of the most visited cities in Spain and one of the most beautiful in Andalusia. It is known for its coastline and excellent summer days, being one of the oldest cities in the entire European continent. Malaga is steeped in history in its streets and corners. It is steeped in different cultures and religions, Arabic, Roman, and Christian. Switzerland is a mountainous country in Central Europe with several lakes, villages, and the high peaks of the Alps. Its cities have medieval neighborhoods with monuments. Switzerland is dominated by a gentle climate with cold, heat, and humidity that do not experience too many differences. Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland, which means that there is plenty to do and see. You can explore historical and cultural sites such as the town hall or the Romanesque-style church Gross Simonessi. An interesting fact for your trip to this place. The high season in Zurich is between June and August, which is when most of the city's tourist attractions are open and nature is in full bloom. Lucerne is one of the most beautiful destinations in the country. Strolling through the city, you'll pass stunning historic facades and beautiful lake views. The 13th century Museig Wall protected the city from invaders for centuries. The poignant Lion Monument, Geneva has several beautiful corners on the shores of Lake Geneva. Our choice is the Jet d'Eau, a fountain that shoots a jet of water 140 meters high into the lake. Gruyères and its medieval castle is not only the famous cheese that bears the name of the place, and which you should not forget to try, but it is the castle whose interior can be visited and from which you have a beautiful view of the valley. Grindelwald and the hiking trails through its mountain enclave are one of the most beautiful places to see in Switzerland. There are plenty of hiking trails to do. Bolivia. Officially, it is a country in Central South America, with a varied terrain from the Andes, the Atacama Desert, and the rainforest in the Amazon basin. At more than 3,500 m altitude, its administrative capital, Es La Paz, Bolivia's climate, comprises a wide variety of climates, from tropical in Los Llanos to polar in the high mountain ranges of the Andes. Places to visit: Eduardo Avaroa National Reserve of Andean fauna at more than 5,000 meters above sea level. Here you can meet the Dali tree, enjoy a sunset in a red lagoon full of flamingos, or take a bath in the geysers of the Sol de la Mañana. Lake Titicaca, which is shared between Bolivia and Peru, is the highest navigable lake in the world and offers unique experiences on both sides. Salar de Uyuni is one of the country's main attractions, with its impressive desert expanse of almost 11,000 square kilometers that was once an inland sea. The excursion, which can start from Uyuni or even from Chile, is an unforgettable adventure that requires 3 to 4 days. During the route, you will visit points such as the Train Cemetery, Incahuasi Island, full of cacti, as well as the salt flats that at certain times of the year generate reflections that allow you to give free rein to the imagination. Sucre is a city steeped in history. Here you will find the Casa de la Libertad, the site where the Bolivian Declaration of Independence was signed and where you can visit galleries that narrate the history of the city. In addition, the Metropolitan Cathedral with its colonial style is another must-see site in Sucre. The historic center of the city, full of white houses, gives you the opportunity to learn more about the local inhabitants, their history, and traditions. New Zealand is a country in Oceania that is in the southwest of the Pacific Ocean, formed by two large islands, the North Island and the South Island, along with other smaller islands. The climate in New Zealand is basically cool temperate to warm temperate. Average temperatures are between 8 degrees Celsius in the South Island and 16 degrees Celsius in the North Island. These are Samo tourist attractions. Mount Cook is the highest peak at 3,724 meters and one of the most beautiful places to see in New Zealand. The Tongariro Alpine Crossing Trek in New Zealand, considered to be one of the best day treks in the world. For almost 20 kilometers and 8 hours of travel, you will skirt mountains, volcanoes, blue and green lakes, craters and forests, all located in the Tongariro National Park, the oldest in the country. Wanaka Lake Wanaka and its famous semi-submerged tree near one of its shores is one of the most photographed and essential places to visit in New Zealand. Incredibly, this solitary tree that began to emerge 80 years ago, together with the crystal-clear waters of the lake and the snow-capped mountains in the background, form a tremendously relaxing postcard image. Rotorua, the geothermal area located on the outskirts of the town of Rotorua, is the largest in the country. The most famous area is Waiatapu, and is where you'll find the most geothermal activity with geysers, fumaroles, colored pools and mud, as well as collapsed craters. I hope you can visit some of these tourist destinations that you saw in this video at some point. Before you go, don't forget to give me a like and share this interesting video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I invite you to subscribe to see more videos about travel ideas. See you in the next video.